Role and scope of insurance market in India. Introduction. Hello students, welcome to the class on role and scope of insurance market in India. Our focus will be to understand the role and scope of insurance market in the country. As we have already discussed what is insurance and types of insurance, we will now understand the role of insurance. 1. Risks to be managed more efficiently. Insurance allows different types of risks to be managed more efficiently by allowing individuals and businesses to spread the cost of potential losses among a large group of people. The different types of risks may cause huge financial impact in case of loss. Insurance makes it easier for individuals and businesses to manage their risk and protect themselves from financial harm. It also provides a financial protection in the event of an unexpected or catastrophic loss, allowing individuals and businesses to better plan for and manage their risks. 2. Reduction and mitigation of risk. Insurance plays a crucial role in alleviating people's fear of sudden misfortune by mitigating loss through services and or financial compensation. 3. Promoting financial stability and economic growth. Insurance makes life more predictable for businesses, facilitating corporate planning. And similar to how it impacts social behavior, insurance promotes sensible corporate risk management measures through pooling and transparent pricing. 4. Advancing the development of financial services. Insurers are long-term investors who contribute to stabilizing financial markets by providing liquidity at critical times when those markets dry up. As such, they act as a powerful counter-cyclical force and provide social benefits generated by their investments in addition to long-term investment gains. 5. Relieve the fiscal burden on governments. 1. Governments can use insurance to help provide social protection to citizens through different social security measures. For example, governments can use insurance to provide income protection to citizens in the event of job loss or ill health. 2. Governments can also use insurance to help provide healthcare services to citizens, such as long-term care insurance, which can help citizens manage their health costs and provide a source of financial protection if they are no longer able to work due to serious illness or injury. Example, Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. 3. Insurance can also be used to provide protection against financial loss in the event of a disaster such as a natural disaster or economic downturn. By using insurance to help provide social protection to citizens, governments can help relieve the burden of providing all services of social protection to citizens through social security systems. 6. Facilitates trade and commerce. Insurance also provides a financial cushion for businesses and individuals in the event of an unexpected loss, ensuring that the impact of such losses is minimized. Ultimately, insurance allows businesses to take on risks that they would not otherwise be able to take, enabling them to invest in new projects and expand their operations in domestic and international markets. 7. Promote competition and innovation. Insurance also helps to promote competition and innovation by providing businesses with the ability to compare different insurance products and find the best coverage for their needs. 8. Mobilizes domestic savings. Insurance mobilizes domestic savings by providing people with a safe and reliable way to invest their money for the long term. Insurance policies are designed to encourage people to save regularly over a long period. The insurer invests the premiums from policyholders in a variety of asset classes such as equities, bonds and real estate, and the returns from these investments are used to pay policyholders' claims and to grow the insurer's capital base. The capital base can then be used to invest in further assets, creating a virtuous cycle of saving and investing that can help to mobilize domestic savings and provide a reliable source of capital for businesses and the economy. 9. Fosters a more efficient allocation of capital. Insurance helps to foster a more efficient allocation of capital by providing a layer of protection to individuals and businesses in the event of an unpredictable loss. By protecting against financial losses, insurance enables businesses and individuals to take on more risk and invest more of their capital in projects or investments with the potential of greater returns. This helps to channel capital into areas that could have the greatest impact on the economy, such as innovation and research. Insurance also encourages businesses to invest in risk management, such as implementing safety protocols and purchasing better equipment, which increases efficiency and reduces the risk of losses. In addition, insurance allows businesses to spread their risk across multiple insurers, which helps to reduce the cost of insurance for businesses and individuals. All these factors help to create a more efficient allocation of capital, which contributes to the overall health of the economy. 10. Generates long-term financial resources. The insurance sector generates funds by way of premiums from millions of policy holders. Due to the long-term nature of these funds, they are invested in building long-term infrastructure assets such as roads, ports, power plants, dams, etc. that are significant to nation building. Employment opportunities are increased by big investments leading to capital formation in the economy. Let us now turn to the scope of insurance market in India. According to RBI published household financial saving data in September 2022, the savings through life insurance fund stood at 22.3% of the GDP in comparison to savings through mutual funds which stood at 9.1% of the GDP. The reasons which account for this phenomena are: 1. Investing in any kind of life insurance policy leads to tax saving. Since many people cannot differentiate between tax saving and investing, they end up buying insurance policy. 2. The commission that gets paid to the agents become really important in deciding what gets sold. Government is fine with this because a good portion of the money invested in insurance plans in turn gets invested in bonds and does help the government finance its fiscal deficit. 3. Given the financial illiteracy that prevails in India, most new investors simply tend to invest through a financial intermediary who manages to reach them first, and many a time it is the familiar LIC agent. According to the Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India, IRDAI, India will be the 6th largest insurance market within a decade, leapfrogging Germany, Canada, Italy and South Korea. Presently, India is the 10th largest and fastest growing insurance market in the world. The regulatory developments such as speedy processing of application for setting up new insurance company, provision of flexibility and autonomy to the boards of insurance companies in taking decisions would contribute to the growth. A proposed amendment to the Insurance Act 1938 will be game changing, as there will be a case for lower capital requirement for companies that cater to the niche segment. Enabling niche players will enable greater penetration. For example, around 50% of our vehicles are uninsured and the coverage of property insurance is negligible. Conclusion. Students, we can now conclude that the insurance companies in India face a dynamic global business environment. Low growth rates in developed markets, changing customer needs and the uncertain economic conditions in the developing world are exerting pressure on insurers' resources while testing their ability to survive. The Indian insurance companies have responded positively to the requirements of globalization. The private sector especially has introduced new policies of insurance to cater to the changing consumer needs. Thank you.